Aaron Rodgers is a man that needs no introduction. A 4-time MVP, 4 first-team All-Pro selections, 1 second-team All-Pro selection, and a Super Bowl MVP to boot. But that last one, the Super Bowl MVP, that's his one and only appearance in the big game. Super Bowl 45, a game between the 12-4 Pittsburgh Steelers and 10-6 Green Bay Packers, should have been the catalyst for a new dynasty in Green Bay. Rodgers was just 28 years old at the time the game was played. For reference, Patrick Mahomes, who just won his second ring, is only 27. And while the Packers did win that game, they haven't reached that same height since. In 2011, the year after their Super Bowl win, the team went 15-1 and secured the number 1 seed in the NFC. Their first game of those playoffs, they faced off against the 9-7 New York Giants. The whole football world was expecting the Packers to make relatively quick work of the lowly Giants en route to their inevitable second straight Super Bowl appearance. However, things did not go as planned.
Too many men in the huddle now, 3rd down and 8. Blitz coming. Manning throws on the run and has a first down to Manningham. Big game last week for Mario Manningham, and the first completion good for 19 and a first down. Big mistake to start his day. So now starting just across their own 20. Nice start for Grant. Out near the 40. Forced out by Kenny Phillips in a 19-yard run for a running back who has been red hot in the final month of the year.
319!
Fake the handoff, rolling to his right, and slinging it for Finley, who's got a first down inside the 35. Just getting it away. Rodgers has a pocket. Wide open, but overthrown is Jennings. And Aaron Rodgers missed one there. It's 4th down. On first down all day, wide open, pass complete. That's Nix. And Hakeem Nix inside the 10. Touchdown Giants. No flags. I know Mike Pereira is checking in with our producer Richie Zients and saying that because Bill Levy is under the hood as long as he is, they could be looking at where to put the ball. As you can see it come out prior to Jennings being down, and they could be looking for the spot.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. The Yale Giants will be charged for the first time out.
Coughlin can't believe it. I frankly can't either.
No, I can't either. And now, I mean, just think about it. Had initially one official ruled that it was a fumble, it got overturned, said no, the ruling was that he was down. But had that have been ruled a fumble as initially thought, I don't think that it's overturned in that sense either. But
double that. Now 2nd and 8. Rodgers keeps it underneath. Coon for the touchdown. Play action to Brandon Jacobs. All day for Manning. No pressure and a big completion to Victor Cruz. Blitz again. Manning throws and he's intercepted. That's Morgan Burnett. Throw got away from Manning, and Burnett knocked down just inside the 25.
Where only he could make a play.
Hand up to Coon. Ball comes out. Antrell Rolls got it. A fumble by John Coon, and Roll takes it down inside the 35. Delayed blitz. Aaron Rodgers is sacked for the first time. And on the play, it's Michael Foley, who puts on his belt.
And get out of bounds. They're going to have a chance for Lawrence Tynes field goal.
Be a 55-yard try from here, and now instead, they're going for it all. The pass is caught for the touchdown. Unbelievable. Hakeem Nix on a last-second heave by Eli Manning. reset. Stepping up, Rodgers cannot get away. And a stop defensively for this Giants defense as Foley gets in there to make the stop.
Not only did the Packers lose, the game wasn't even that close. And while Rodgers personally had a fine game, tossing 2 touchdowns, the season ultimately started a trend that would haunt Rodgers the rest of his career.
2nd down and 4. Kaepernick keeps it. Fooled everybody. Colin Kaepernick. What a game. Touchdown. Anthony Dixon comes into the game on 2nd and goal. And he gets it. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Next play, fresh set it down to the 28. Vernon Davis held in check, no more, touchdown.
Good job by Kaepernick. That was a good throw by Kaepernick.
Yeah, really. Khakis as Phil Dawson boots the 49ers through to the divisional round and to Carolina next weekend, bouncing the Green Bay Packers.
And they're going to fake it. Ryan going to float it for the touchdown. Seattle back in it. Gary Gilliam, a rookie, for the touchdown. Here's Wilson keeping it for the touchdown. None bigger than this. Good kick up into the air. It is loose and recovered by Seattle. Chris Matthews. Have to start thinking about it. Here's Lynch. Lynch! Marshawn Lynch! Beast mode! Touchdown! Wilson toward the end zone. It is caught! Seattle's going to the Super Bowl. Jermaine Kearse.
All the Packers did. Kuhn was out there. Matthews.
Kuhn was laughing by the end of it.
So now Arizona from the 20-yard line. Blitz coming. Matthews. Palmer stepping away at first. Palmer extending the play.
Nobody there.
Crosses the field. Larry Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is going to take it into Green Bay territory. Larry Fitzgerald inside the 30. The 20.
If he scores, it's over.
Is insane to the 4-yard line. One of the greatest postseason performers. Much tighter formation this time out of the shotgun. Brown is the motion man. Little flip to Fitzgerald. He scores! And the Cardinals win an amazing game.
Here's Ripkowski right up the gut. How about that run? Ball's out. A fumble for Ripkowski and recovered by Atlanta. 4 men on the pass rush. Rodgers out to his right. Gonna air it out. Looking for Nelson. He's not there. Ricardo Allen is. And he's going to be down at the 31. Up on the line for Green Bay. Now some back out. End zone. Jones. Touchdown. Showing blitz. He comes with a blitz. Falcons pick it up, and there's Jones. Flag is down. Julio Jones with a catch. Still going. Still inbounds. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You play smart football and don't turn it over, and then you have the explosive players you've got.
Michael nowhere to go. And that's it. The Atlanta Falcons, NFC champions.
6 straight seasons. That's how many years the Packers were sent home in devastating ways. One after another. Then suddenly, it stopped. In both 2017 and 2018, the Packers would miss the playoffs entirely. In 2017, they had an excuse. Their Golden Goose missed 9 games with a broken collarbone that he suffered in a Week 6 game versus the Minnesota Vikings. 2018, however, was a different story. Rodgers started in all 16 regular season games. The man even had 4,442 passing yards that season. Alas, it didn't matter. The team would lose 7 of their last 10 games and finish with a 6-9-1 record. Something clearly had to change, and it did.
Big story happened just as we came on the air about 25 minutes ago. The announcement from Mark Murphy, the team president of the Packers, that Mike McCarthy, after 12-plus years as the head coach since 2006, has been fired. Joe Philbin will replace him on an interim basis for the remainder of this season. Mike Florio, let me get your initial reaction to this story.
Well, we spent some time last week talking about McCarthy's tenure, talking about the fact that there isn't a traditional owner who can make that decision any given year, any given week, but it all finally comes to a head. Your reaction when you heard the news?
Mike, I'm extremely disappointed. This man won a Super Bowl for you. He's coached playoff teams. They've been excellent. To not let him finish out the season, to me, is ridiculous.
To me, is the bottom line is it was time. It was time, and I know he's a good guy. He had a lot of success, but I look at Aaron Rodgers. He was not playing with any enthusiasm. The offense was predictable. Like you said, we talked about it. And I just look at the players' body language. They just didn't play with the level of enthusiasm.
It does look like the Green Bay Packers are the first team to strike. They have landed what appears to be their new head coach. They're set to hire Matt LaFleur as the new head man. He spent the past season as the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator. He previously worked under Sean McVay for the Los Angeles Rams and Kyle Shanahan with the Atlanta Falcons. For more on this, we will say hello to our Packers reporter, Rob Dumoski, who's in a balmy Green Bay this afternoon, about 40 degrees. and Rob, LaFleur flew under the radar just a bit in the Packers search for a new head coach. How did this get done?
We started to hear last week Matt LaFleur's name mentioned more and more. We knew that they wanted someone with a strong offensive background. That led us to Josh McDaniels, who was a hot candidate. But as they talked to LaFleur, it became more clear that he was the better fit for Aaron Rodgers. And look, the two hottest names in offensive coaching right now are Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. And Matt LaFleur worked with both of them. How many guys around the league can you say were tutored under both of those guys? The Packers saw a little bit of LaFleur firsthand when they played the Falcons in 2016. Remember, that was Matt Ryan's MVP year. And that year in the NFC Championship game, Matt Ryan rolled over the Packers 44-21 in the Georgia Dome on their way to the Super Bowl. Matt LaFleur has been on their radar ever since. And now Matt LaFleur will be the next guy patrolling the sidelines and working with Aaron Rodgers. As one source told me, getting the coach and the quarterback on the same page was the number one priority here in Green Bay.
Under new head coach hire Matt LaFleur, the team had discovered new life.
Great so far tonight.
team cruised through the regular season, finishing 13-3 on the year. In fact, the only loss they had after their bye week was a Week 12 game against the 9-1 San Francisco 49ers. The loss was rather ugly, however. The team looked extremely unprepared. It didn't help that the game was nationally televised as it was played on Sunday night. The 49ers jumped out to a 23-0 lead before the Packers eventually scored late in the third quarter. That would be the only drive they scored on in the entire game, as the Niners coasted to a 37-8 victory. The Packers wanted revenge. The media had suggested that the team was too cocky headed into the game, and that the nice weather and nightlife of California had distracted them. Well, they would get their chance to set the record straight just 8 weeks later in the NFC Championship game.
It's George Kittle at the bottom.
Somehow the handoff into the arms of Mostert. He's gone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
The game was a nightmare for Aaron. Instead of proving the doubters wrong, the Packers laid yet another egg. The Niners scored 27 unanswered points before Green Bay's offense finally woke up in the second half. By then, it was already too late. And just as San Fran had scored 37 on them in Week 12, they did the same in January. Final score, 37-20. In the 2020 offseason, the Packers shocked the football world.
With the 26th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Jordan Love, quarterback, Utah State.
This pissed off their golden goose. Rodgers felt betrayed by the pick that they were attempting to replace the future Hall of Famer. He channeled his anger into his play and went scorched earth in 2020. The team once again finished the season 13-3. Rodgers would go on to win MVP, tossing for 4,299 yards, 48 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions. The job wasn't over, however. In order to truly prove his worth, he would have to take the team back to the promised land for the first time in over 10 years. The Packers' first playoff game was a divisional round affair versus the 11-6 Los Angeles Rams.
Second down, four-man rush, quick throw. It's Devontae Adams who's got his first catch of the game. Close to a first down. We'll see what they mark. It looks like he has it, and he does as Hill on the coverage. Rodgers, the throw, going far side of the field. Valdez-Scantling has the catch, makes a move, and has a first down. He got by Troy Hill on the move, and enough to pick up the first with a 12-yard gain. And quickly, the Packers going here on third down. Rodgers tries to find a seam, and does. St. Brown breaks the tackle inside the 5. Packers use tempo. They caught the Rams by surprise, and it's first and goal.
Switched over to the right side this time.
On the fake to Williams, Rodgers has some pressure, throws on the run. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end, who gets ridden down out of bounds by John Johnson, but not before he picked up 9. Second down, Rodgers, quick throw, gets it over the middle. Lazard inside the 10. First and goal for the Packers. Third down and goal for Green Bay. Rodgers going to throw it. Fire, and it's caught. Touchdown, Adams. Rodgers on the fake, looking, pumping. Rodgers running, and he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Green Bay 6 of 8 on third down today. Play clock down at 1. Here's Rodgers. It's a 4-man rush, now a 5. Rodgers has time, though, connects Lazard. First down. Jones has 98 of them. Play fake here, though. Rodgers going for it all, looking to break it open. He's got it. Lazard gonna go. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Now, for the first time since 2007, Green Bay would host the NFC Championship game. Their opponent? Only the team that handed them their first loss of the season back in Week 6, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
One of the best in the game. Here's one down the sideline. It is caught. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Every ball that's on you is just a struggle.
Third down and 9. Brady slides. He's going for Godwin downfield, and a juggle and a catch. On first down, Fournette stutter steps and now is able to bounce. What a move, a spin, and touchdown! What a run by Leonard Fournette. 2nd down, pass over the middle, caught, and there he is again.
Play the quick game, intermediate, or the deep game downfield.
Here is a toss to Williams, who has blocking and has a first down into Tampa Bay territory.
Time when Rodgers does like play action, but they're going to toss it on
2nd and 5 and get a big gain to Jones.
Vital part of what they do. They have a lot of unselfish players on this team.
Play action from Rodgers. Here's Lewis. 2nd catch. They throw to Jones. Gets a block from the aforementioned Tunyon. And then Tunyon falls on the fumble. 3rd down and 2. Jones will carry and pick up the first down. Rodgers flows right. This pass is batted down by David. 4th down and 3. The pass is caught. The first down picked up by Fournette. Brady goes for the deep shot. He's got a touchdown! Scotty Miller.
Oh, my God.
Pass to Jones coming across the field, and that's a fumble. Picked up by Devin White. White is inside the 10.
Tampa would go on to win the Super Bowl, and Rodgers had no choice but to sit and watch until 2021. Again, Aaron's statistics look phenomenal, passing for 4,115 yards, 37 touchdowns, and just 4 interceptions. The Packers would once again win 13 games on the year, though their final record was 13-4 this time around, as the NFL had added a Week 18, a game the Packers would lose at home versus the Detroit Lions. Despite the setback, the Green Bay Packers were still set to host yet another playoff game, this time a divisional round game versus the 12-4 49ers.
2nd down and 6. Rodgers slings it, pass caught. Davante Adams to the 49. On 2nd down, Rodgers. Jones out of the backfield. Hit in stride and down inside the 35. Rodgers over the middle, pass is caught.
That's allowed them to hold up.
Pass to Adams, he's got another. Here is Dillon. Able to plow ahead to the 6. Dillon again. He is in for the touchdown. They hand the ball to Mitchell, spinning as he got to the line, and we'll see where they put him down, about a yard short. Garoppolo has to step up and now just flips it. Pass caught by Mitchell. And he's down near the 31. Toss to Mitchell, heating up, has some room, lowers his shoulder, and takes it to the 25, where he's hit by Chandon Sullivan. Garoppolo is wrapped up. Kenny Clark on by 7. Spins, hands to Mitchell. A nice gain on first down. Cold night at Lambeau. 2nd and 3. They hand to Juszczyk. First time he's touched it tonight. Quick snap. Rodgers going to air it out. Looking for Adams. And incomplete to bring up 4th down. Kick was down the middle and good! 49ers win it!
This would effectively slam the Packers' Super Bowl window shut. The following year, after another round of will he stay or will he go in the offseason, Rodgers and the team just looked off. Was this because their star receiver, Davante Adams, being shipped off to Las Vegas? Perhaps. But that doesn't explain the level of play Rodgers displayed for much of the season.
Chunk play, and he can be tackled in bounds. He's got one shot at it.
Pressure coming, though. He's in trouble. Going to throw it deep. Cobb is there with Harrison Smith, and Harrison Smith is there. 3rd and 5. Rodgers over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Snap it around 22. If you get the first down, take a timeout.
Here it is at 22. Rodgers. He's picked, and this is going to the house. Jack Jones with the pick six.
Sixth career 200-yard rushing game, tied the all-time NFL record.
That's deflected and intercepted by... Long drive, play number 13. Fake. Rodgers, ball is tipped in the air. It is picked off. Rodgers comes back the other way. It's intercepted. He was looking for Bakhtiari, but Aiden. Pressure. Rodgers steps away, throws. It's intercepted again. It's Joseph again.
The high ankle injury. Pressure up the middle. Rodgers escapes the sack.
Despite the team's struggles, they still had a chance to make the playoffs. All they had to do was beat the average 8-8 Lions at home, and they would sneak in. Unfortunately for them, that didn't quite happen.
Here's a blitz. Can Rodgers beat it? Big ball downfield, and it is intercepted by Kirby Joseph. Joseph out of bounds around the 45. He's got Rodgers for the 3rd time, and the Packers are in major trouble.
Which brings us to today, where Rodgers' future is more in question than ever before. Rumors of trades to New York and Las Vegas are everywhere, as well as the option that he simply retires from the NFL. While scripting this video, the answers of where or if he will play remains unsolved. One would think the amount of playoff games Rodgers has lost through the years would make him a target of a scorned fan base. However, that isn't the case. Many in the media have claimed that the Packers simply haven't given enough talent around him, that he hasn't had top-tier weapons. But is that claim true? Stay tuned for part 2 of this deep dive into the career of Aaron Rodgers, where I explore the weapons he's had throughout his career and determine whether he's at fault for the losses or if it's the Packers organization.